Howdy everyone, this is Zenny here with another commentary. Today we're covering Dustin Makes Vids. Long story short, he made a response to Duotones for adding his commentary on Kirby's Star Warrior to her countdown featuring the worst commentaries of 2017. It was very stupid. Alright, let's roll.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and people who sexually identify themselves as Pop-Tarts? It is I, Dustin, and today I'm going to be doing some sort of response to Doodletones, who put me on her top 10 worst commentaries of 2017, which, to be honest, I'm quite honored by that, because to be the worst at something, you have to be the best at something. I mean, that's always how I looked at it.
Like being the best at being the worst? Otherwise this doesn't make much sense.
Anyway, what happens when you get a caveman into the modern age and introduce him to Pokemon? You get Dustin Makes Vids.
You know, cavemen had to be pretty fucking smart in order to, I don't know, survive, to be able to hunt, and to take care of themselves. So to be quite honest, that's actually a compliment rather than an insult.
You want to know what this could also describe? Any wild animal. Even then, the common stereotype for cavemen is to be a lesser evolved human with the mind of a common wild animal.
But nevertheless, I get it. You're trying to be funny and clever. You're trying to kick a man while he's down. I get it. But you want to know something? I could easily call you Doodle Diapers. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stoop that low.
Oh, how kind of you. Even though pointing this out is like saying, I'm not gonna shoot you, when you have a gun pointed at me. Even though you're being completely honest, the pistol aimed at my face says otherwise.
You wanna know why? Because I have more respect than most people. And plus, I don't want to destroy my credibility. So, yeah. I'm not going to stoop to your level. But, you wanna know something? I could easily call you Doodle Diapers.
Irony. What did I just say about guns?
To limit the confusion, I decided to edit this video where I'm just going after the points that Kirby Star is making.
I won't act like I know that much about Hyrule Bard here, but one thing I have realized is he doesn't quite understand how production critiques work. The few videos that I've seen from him are merely excuses for people to be able to do what they want with their visuals without having any suggestions to how to maybe make those visuals just a little bit more appealing. Fitting from a man with a one-picture avatar himself.
Well, I do at least have an OC, unlike most people who use anime characters as their avatar. So you have to give me credit.
How does this help your lack of avatar pictures? When other commentators are using different photos of the same character, it's to convey different emotions that vary drastically compared to smug Keemstar over here. It also keeps the viewer's attention because the multiple images give the illusion of movement.
But I will tell you this, Doodletones. I do know how video critiquing works. Hell, I have a degree in video production.
Sad how you don't use that knowledge to avoid making a bad commentary.
And not only that, I've been on YouTube longer than you have. I've been on YouTube since 2006. And I know a lot of people are going to argue, well, she's probably talking about critiquing videos properly. And I would argue that there is no proper way of criticizing anything. Sure, you can make suggestions. I never said that you couldn't. What I'm saying is you can't dictate what others should do with their videos.
But you can provide examples for improvement instead of leaving people in the dark.
How does that make him lazy? Just because he wants to use one image for his own convenience. And besides, it's his video. He can edit it however he sees fit.
I won't say Dustin is 100% wrong on the matter. I too hate how far the CC goes regarding production points. Fitting from a man with a one-picture avatar himself.
And you just did criticize my production values.
She said she hated how often these visual problems are pointed out, not the actual nitpicking.
But do go on.
It's become genuinely a pet peeve of mine when half of the entire video is nothing but how someone can fix their visuals, when the points are indeed so much more important. Which is why his video on Dark has me torn. He's not wrong on the situation, but he doesn't quite understand the conversation.
And what exactly am I missing from the conversation? She doesn't explain.
Work. The few videos that I've seen from him are merely excuses for people to be able to do what they want with their visuals without having any suggestions to how to maybe make those visuals just a little bit more appealing. fitting from a man with a one-picture avatar himself.
And also what doesn't help you in this case is the fact that Dark's main point was the fact that Chromie is lazy because he's not using multiple images in his videos.
So you don't understand the hypocrisy, yet you understand why Kurome seemed lazy for using only one picture?
And that's all fine and well to give people criticism and feedback on their videos, but the way you're going about it is very arbitrary. And that's the key word for this commentary. You think that you're speaking for everybody, but you're really not. You're only speaking for yourself. And I can safely say after watching this video, you are no commentary expert.
Now, take these problems, put them in a much more condescending and repetitive manner, have him take out the important context from a conversation so it becomes easier to follow along to. Seriously, Tamashi shows up once because Kirby Star Warrior played a clip from her, and Overly Opinionated doesn't show up at all, so we have no idea where the fuck Kurome is arguing from, and you generally have his video on Kirby Star Warrior.
Despite the fact that I'm responding to Kirby Star Warrior. That's the person I'm going after. I'm not going after Kurome, I'm not going after Overly Opinionated, I'm not going after Tamashi. I'm just going after Kirby Star Warrior's points.
But Star Warrior was talking about Kurome, who made a video on Overly Opinionated, who was addressing Tamashi. Because you took out the context of the first degree, viewers wouldn't know what the source of the problem is, unless they saw Kirby's part of the chain.
And besides, I have the original video linked in the description. I just felt that it would be more convenient if I just went after Kirby Star Warrior's points. Plus, I wanted to lessen the confusion, and I didn't want to pad out the video, just to wait on Kirby Star Warrior to make his point.
And if you really need less padding, either speed up the clips needed for context, or write text in your skip card summarizing the important details you skipped.
And that right there is the reason why I can't stand doing multi-degree commentaries, because they are already confusing to follow as is.
You think that's confusing? Try double that amount. There have been multi-degree commentaries that have larger degree chains, and most people would say they understood what was going on in the examples I listed and put in the description.
Again, this is arbitrary. Also, you're asking Kurome to provide evidence that Tamashi has improved. Where is your evidence where she hasn't improved?
I swear, if I hear Dustin say that something is arbitrary one more time, I'm throwing a goddamn dictionary at him. There was no self-awareness in this commentary at all, and he ends it all by talking down to his target. Easily not a good early opinion of the guy.
And honestly, I could care less about what you think of me. I mean, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want anyway.
Well, you did make this video.
But nevertheless, it's funny how you say that I'm talking bad about my target, yet you never even go into that. You never explain what I said about my target.
TLDR, your points were bad, your presentation was lazy, and I finally commented on all the Irish commentators. That I know of, at least.
Well, aren't you a racist bastard?
Racist bastard. Racist bastard.
But you know what? It's Doodle Tones. Why am I not surprised? So, anyways, that's pretty much it. That's all she had to say about me. Which, to be honest, I'm not offended by the fact that she even put me on this list. I'm actually quite happy about this. Because all this shows is that Doodle Tones can't think objectively. She can't even explain anything at all. Like, she says that I talk bad about my target, yet she doesn't even explain what I said. Or how I missed the conversation, yet she doesn't even explain what I missed out of that conversation. She just says I did.
Can't think objectively, as in stating the facts. So pointing out your blatant hypocrisy, misuse of the word arbitrary, and Kirby Star Warrior being racist because he just made a commentary on an Irish person isn't fact.
But nevertheless, this has been Dustin, and Doodle Tones, you keep those diapers fresh, because so far everything you're saying is full of shit.
Don't you dare talk like that to Sugar Senpai!
Gee, I need a bit of food in my tummy.
Sorry about that. Let's move on to final thoughts. Good lord, this was irritating to sit through. Not only didn't you learn from your mistakes, you've shown clear as day that you have no intention to do better. This had all the flaws of your commentary on Star Warrior, only much more condescending and spiteful. My advice is to think of your audience's point of view instead of your own. You may think convenience makes things easy, but time and again, dozens more see this as a lack of effort. Put more effort into your videos. Try to improve.